Hello, my crafty lovelies. It's Pamela. Welcome back. Sewing pattern journals. I have been wanting to make these for a very long time, very long time, several years at least. And I made 23 of them a while ago and was not able to finish them just because of life. But recently I managed to finish putting them together, so I wanted to show them to you. So I'm just going to give you a look-see at all 23. They won't fit in the camera all at once, so I'm just going to slowly stack them up so you can see them. Some of them are a little bit newer, but most of them are 50s, 60s, 70s, a few from the 80s, but they just all turned out so fabulous. I just love them. And they are all pretty much the same inside. They all have the same elements. So there's the first 11 or 12, I think. Or they all have a charm, a dangle charm on the back that is sewing themed, and I will show you that in a second. But here they are. I think they turned out so great, and all the patterns are really in good condition. Love this one, this one. I love all of them. I think they all turned out so fun, and they're so different. Okay, so there they are. Now let me take you through one of them so you can see what they look like on the inside. Let me move everything over. Let's just do this one since we're right here. So the dangle charm has a spool or a bobbin with thread, and it's been glued down so it won't come undone. A shoe, a safety pin, a button, an iron, a hanger, a flower, a sewing machine. They all have, you know, pretty much the same thing. There are some different charms, but they're all sewing themed. So that hangs kind of off the back. I didn't want to put too much stress on the spine of the journal, so I hung them from the back, but they show just fine. And they all have one signature. They're all tied with seam binding or seam lace that's vintage. A lot of the seam lace like this is vintage. I've had that for, I don't know, 30 years or something. But inside, the inside of the journal is lined with pattern instruction paper, and they have a pocket in the front and the back. They all have a little, like a little scratchy pad, notepad, and with sewing pattern and paper buttons. And then I have made tags and journaling cards with sewing pattern instructions or collage sewing pattern paper. And there are tuck spots with tags. Here's another tag made with sewing pattern paper. Here are some instructions. I made little dangles and vintage ledger paper, school paper, tracing paper, with little fabric tabs and dangles that I've made. I've showed those before on my channel that I made. Beaded paper clips, and then I used sewing pattern paper ruffles, and I put ruffles in every journal. There's like 3 or 4 at least in every journal. I used pages, vintage book pages from a home instruction booklet, so it's kind of fun. Ledger paper, this is a heavier copy paper. They all have a piece of, they all have a button, you know, sample. And vintage lace, they all have vintage lace in them, vintage music book, music pages. There's some more ruffles, a little glassine bag, coffee dyed paper, graph paper, a little bit of scrapbooking paper, notebook paper, more little dangles, pattern instructions, vintage floral book page, journaling cards and tags, ribbon and trims. They're just fun. There's the other side of that. I did not fill everything because I wanted you to be able to do that and add your own touch to it. But that is basically, there's a coloring book page. I think this is a 70-pound watercolor paper. I can't remember for sure. Anyway, that is the journal, and I can't remember how many pages are in. I'll count in just a second. I think it's like 15 or 16 pages. Let me get that one done. Get to the back, and then there are some more cards and an extra button envelope that I included in almost every one. I think they all have one. So let me see, how many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, the pocket, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 42 pages. So double that. That's how many sides there are. But let me know what you think. I just love how they turned out. Let me know what you think. I adore them. I think they came out really fabulous. So give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, come back. Thanks for coming back and sharing time with me as always. I appreciate you guys so much. And remember to be kind to each other. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.